What's up, guys? It has been quite a while since I've done a Facebook Live, and I'm going to try to leverage my time. I speak about this a lot. I like to do Q&A, get a lot of questions coming in from the blog. So I'm going to take these videos, hopefully be able to download them, put them up on YouTube, and spread the message a little bit more. Had a question come in from Jimmy. I'm going to read this question. I think it's a great question, and I want you to listen to it, because even if you're not the same age as Jimmy or going through the same challenges that he is, I think there's inspiration to be gained. There's knowledge to be gained. There's just, success leaves clues. Thanks to everybody who's already popping in. Ori, my man Jeffrey. It is great. Okay, this is from Jimmy. He says, I'm a 51-year-old Rutgers alumni. So he probably saw some of my videos training the Rutgers wrestling team. And I got to tell you, it is just, I'm having the time of my life being part of, I'm having the time of my life being part of Rutgers University, the athletics program, and the wrestling. It's just, my words don't do justice. So Jimmy must have seen that, and he says, I have battled my waistline all my life. In the last 17 years, I've gained and lost 600 pounds. That's not an exaggeration. I've gained and lost that much, and now I weigh 250 pounds. I got down to 215 a year or so, but I'd like to do that again. I'm 5'10" or 5'11" when I stand straight up. I've added some muscle weight the last 4 or 5 years. Suits that did not fit at 245 pounds, they now fit me, if that makes any sense. So he weighs the same, but he's changing basically the way his body is by transforming his body. Thanks, Dom. You guys saying the Rutgers stuff and videos are awesome. I want to incorporate more compound movements into my routine, especially since I'm now traveling more for work. One of the issues I've had is with deadlifts, is that I have a hunched back and bad posture. Can you recommend a back straightener or some sort of a brace that I could use while I do deadlifts to keep my back straight? I'm sure you're inundated with questions and requests. Thanks for anything you could offer. Jimmy, first of all, I'm really excited that you're a Rutgers alumni. And number one, let's get you squared away. You're 51 years old. You're struggling with some of the weight on and off. I'm going to tell you this is very critical. Get a coach. Get a one-on-one coach. You probably don't even need to be in a group program, although that will be beneficial. I'm going to tell you to get a one-on-one coach. And here's the thing. You may not be ready for deadlifting. Most people are not ready for a straight bar deadlift. There's other exercises that you're going to utilize to build your body and your posture muscles. In fact, you're probably going to need some kind of low-intensity bodybuilding work, lat pull-downs, chest-supported rows, kettlebell farmer walks, sled drags, some real basic stuff. Because what we want to do is put muscle on your body. That's going to increase your metabolism. That's going to help you burn fat more efficiently. And it's going to help you just utilize your food more efficiently. If you're in New Jersey at your age, I'm going to recommend you reach out to my buddy, Dr. Tom Bilella, Nutrition Treatment Center. They're going to take your blood work, and he gives specific nutrition protocols. But it sounds like you need consistent training, consistency in your nutrition, because you said that in the past 15 or 17 years, you have gained and lost 600 pounds. Now, somebody here is saying you should use the trap bar. You're 51 years old. It sounds like you're not even ready for doing trap bar deadlifts. So there's going to be other exercises that we're going to implement to build you up to the trap bar deadlift. Sled drags for sure. Some bodybuilding work on machines for sure. I think sometimes we're in this world of, quote unquote functional training where people are afraid to tell others, yeah, go ahead and use a machine. And listen, some people need bodybuilding work. In fact, a lot of people need bodybuilding work. Some of the young athletes I train, these high school kids who can't do push-ups, they would do well off if they went to a Globo gym and did machine bench presses, lat pull down, seated cable rows, and did some bodybuilding work. So I'm going to give you those 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, I want you to invest in a one-on-one coach. It's going to keep you on track. All that gaining weight up and down means that there's some sort of an inconsistency, either in your nutrition, your overall lifestyle habits. Number 2, do some bodybuilding work. Don't worry about deadlifting just yet. I like to say this: you've got to earn your way to the deadlift. You've got to earn your way to squat and bench press. And number 3, dial in that nutrition. Get a nutritionist. Get the blood work done. Feel free to follow up with another email. Let me know where you're located, and hopefully I can help you a little bit more. But Jimmy, every day I want you to do something. That might simply be taking a walk. Get rid of the crap food that's in your house. Just look through the cabinets, throw out all the junk. Eat strong, eat healthy. Don't worry about deadlifting just yet. Let's get into some, basic bodybuilding. And even though you're 51, I'm 41, I want you to go back to the old school, the original, which I think a lot of strength coaches could benefit from. Let me see if I could flip this camera around. The Arnold Schwarzenegger Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding. Now, this is a new one, but I've got my original one. I believe it's in there, and it's a bit falling apart. But this one is great. The exercises and the descriptions of how everything goes through here is pretty awesome. Some old school stretches. But I think you're going to be really inspired. You're going to be doing curls. You're going to be doing some basic bodybuilding work. Let's see even some of the exercises that they get into that I want you to do. You're not going to be squatting, but maybe you'll be doing some leg presses, some leg extensions, some leg curls. I know a lot of people might be saying, no way, that's no good. But you want to know what? For you, it's going to be good. Some standing dumbbell curls. Where's their workouts on working the back? I'm going to have to dig that up. Look at this stuff. How could you not be inspired by these black and white photos? I don't care what anybody says. This stuff is awesome. Well, anyway, you get the point. You're going to be doing some machine work, some bodybuilding work. You're not going to be deadlifting out of the gate just yet. It's going to take time for you to work up to that stuff. You're not going to be doing pull-ups. You're going to be doing some of the machines. And that's the good thing about these Globo gyms is they've got a lot of machines. Sure, you're sitting down, laying down, but I want you to get outside, do some walking. I've seen Retro Fitness now has pushing sleds. Get and do a couple sets of that. Build yourself up, but do something every day. And you know what that something is? It could be as simple as walking for 20 minutes after dinner. I want to give you a book recommendation also, Jimmy. The book recommendation is from Joe DeSena's Spartan Up book. And I remember one of the initial stories in that book. I'm trying to see if I could find it up here. My office is pretty crazy. But the initial story is about somebody losing weight and just taking action and going for it. Brian says, how come that book is so in such good condition? All right, challenge accepted. Let's find the original that my grandfather bought for my brother and I. And I believe he bought it in 1989. So let's pull out the original, guys. Here we go. I've got some very old school books. You can see I've got 2 versions of Pumping Iron. This one was actually signed by Charles Gaines. How amazing is that? This was gifted to me by one of the guys that came to one of the early underground strength coach certifications. More inspiration. I mean, this stuff is just so inspiring to me. I love it. And here we go. The original. Oh, this is actually not the original. I've got more than one copy. I didn't even realize I had so many extra copies. But here we go. Let's see what we could do here, guys. Hang tight. Sorry for the... I realized that I had a lot of books under there to actually hold up my bookshelf. Well, here's stuff that's so old, I'm totally forgetting everything I've got. Old magazines here. Where is my original encyclopedia? Holy crap, guys. This QnA. There we go. There we go. Look at this. Many people don't know. Have never seen this. There we go. Falling apart quite poorly. This one's given to me by my grandfather. So, of course, it's the one that's the most important to me. No doubt. Okay, guys. Jimmy, you've got a lot of inspiration and knowledge. Now it's up to you, my man. It's as simple as you taking a walk, dragging some sleds, and farmer walking. Get to a global gym, get a one-on-one coach, invest in yourself, because when you have a coach, you start taking things serious. Right now, this information I gave you might be free of money, but it's not going to be free of your time, dedication, energy, and effort. All right, guys, much respect for watching. Jimmy, keep me posted. Check in with me through Twitter. That's always a good way. Talk to you soon. Bye.